Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Sweeter than strawberry pie, just like the morning your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Okay, now we're just dead air. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Week 3 of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Division here on SummitCitySports.com. To recap last week's events, the Leo Lions have come off a big win over the Summit City Panthers at 2-0, improving to 2-0, and have taken sole possession of first place in the division standings. The Bishop Dwenger Saints came off a loss last week, losing to Homestead 4-3, bringing their record at 1-1. And finally, rounding up the night last Wednesday was Carroll against the Bruins, where the Carroll Chargers won 5-2 and improved their record to 1-1 also. Current standings in the division is as follows, with the Leo Lions leading the division with 2 wins and 0 losses, and it's a 4-way tie for second place between the Bishop Dwenger Saints, the Fort Wayne Bruins, the Carroll Chargers, and the Homestead Spartans. And rounding up last place is the Summit City Panthers at 0-2. Some highlights from Wednesday night. Nick Hoy of the Homestead Spartans had 3 goals for the hat trick. Kyler Bass with Leo had the shutout. Jacob Scott for the Bruins had 2 goals. Alexander Duffus from Carroll with 2 goals. Louis Knipscher of Dwenger had 1 goal, 1 assist, and Grant Palmer of Carroll had 2 assists. We have had a shakeup in the goaltending leaders right now, as it is Kyler Bays who leads the entire league right now in goaltending with a 25 save performance with the shutout, giving him first place over goaltenders in the entire league. And he is followed closely by his goaltending partner, Michael Baumert of Leo, who has 21 saves and a 1.00 goals against average and a .955 save percentage. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, some upcoming events for the High School Hockey Association. November 3rd through the 5th is the Summit City Classic, where the Fort Wayne area high school hockey teams will face off against teams from around the state to prove who is the better team. And of course, Veterans Night is Wednesday, November 8th, where the players will honor their relatives for their service in all branches of the military. And of course, the first of 2 youth hockey nights is November 22nd, as we will be showcasing the newly formed Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association, which links House League, Travel, and the Fort Wayne High School Hockey Association under one banner. And those House League kids will come out here during one of the intermissions and show off their skills for the parents and future coaches of their teams. And some scoring lead changes, as Carter Bonecutter, is still leading the entire league in points with 2 goals and 3 assists for 5 points. And he's followed closely by Louis Knipscher, Alexander Duffus, and Nick Coy, who all have 4 points. Rounding up there is a 2-way tie with 3 points between Devin Perry and Benjamin Wells. Some point leaders right now for both teams. For the Bishop Dwenger Saints, it is Louis Knipscher leading the entire team with 4 points. And he is followed by Luke McClung with 2, Benjamin James with 2, and Joshua Kuharski also with 2 points. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, that's 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association. And every Friday night, make sure to tune in as we feature all 5 Summit Athletic Conference teams for high school football. Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more, we have you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkviewsportsnetwork.com. In goal for the Bishop Dwenger Saints tonight, looks like it will be number 1, Stephen Vlot. And guarding the crease for the Summit City Panthers, it will be number 1, Connor McKinnon. We now take you down to puck drop as the faceoff is won by James, but Shell takes over and gets it to Mark Quart. Mark Quart's pass to Armstrong Mensch is not successful, and Kohlmeyer takes it behind the net. But Ryan keeps it alive at the point, and Shells with it in the corner. Shells' pass to Mark Quart is received, and he will chip it into the corner. Esther with it, gets it to Shell. Shell's pass to Mark Quart with a drive, tipped on net by Armstrong Mensch, and Vlot will make the save. Faceoff is going to be won by number 19, Joshua Kuharski of the Saints, and he will get it around into the near corner. Be picked up by Zaremba, who gets it out of the zone. Zaremba sends it down. Howard picks it up in the corner, takes it behind his net. Howard pass, but is intercepted, and play is whistled down for a stoppage. Face off inside the Summit City zone as Kuharski goes up against McKinley, and McKinley wins it. At the point now is Woods. Woods gets it over to McClung. Ryan with it now, down in the corner. Pressured by Knipscher, but Ryan gets it to Ridge. Knipscher and Ryan battle for it in the corner. Picked up by McKinley behind the net. McKinley's pass is intercepted by McClung, and he sends it back around. Ryan gets it out of the zone. And here goes Hacker breaking away, but McClung intercepts the play, and he will take it to the corner. McClung carrying it out now. McClung tips it on net, and that will be gloved by McKinnon. 13-18 left in the first period. We are tied up at 0. Your referee for tonight's game will be Chris Hoy. Face-off is won by number 25. That would be Luke Robertson. As the Dwenger Saints keep it alive at the point. Hensley with it there. Gets around the defender. Hensley with it now. Shot from the slot is blocked by Marquardt, and Schiebel will send it down ice. And that is going to be whistled down for an icing. Pretty easy game so far. Both teams going back and forth. None of them really getting some strong pressure. But we will see how soon that will change. Face-off won by Esther. Down in the corner now is Marquardt. Shell with it now. Ryan gets it out. And that is whistled down for an icing. Face-off inside the Summit City zone to the left of McKinnon. Now it's won by James as he will get it to DeGroot. Puck played down in the corner, picked up by Louis Knipscher. Hensley with it now. Knipscher with it. Shot wide of the net. Unable to keep it in as DeGroot, and his pass to Ben James is not able to go, and Shell picks it up. Shell taken down, no call on the play. Armstrong Mensch will shoot it on net. Knocked away by Vlad. Hensley with it now, circling in his zone, trying to look for an open man. Gets it to Nick James. Here comes James coming in. James getting wide, pass to the slot is unable to be connected. Picked up by Louis Knipscher. Knipscher sends it to the corner. Ridge with it now, but loses it to McClung. Nick James' pass to the slot is broken up, and he will regain control as McClung keeps it alive at the point. Big hit by Ridge, and as Louis Knipscher with it, loses it in his feet. And Brady Esther, he's all alone, battling McClung for it. And McClung beats him there, and Flott will cover it. A nice play by McClung, catching up to Esther on the breakaway, and he breaks up the play, and it's an easy cover for Vlad with 11:29 left in the first. Face-off won by McKinley. Shot by Ryan is above the net. McClung with it behind the net. Gets it up to Zaremba, but Ryan knocks it back in. McClung with it, taken down. No call on the play as Marquardt will regroup in his own zone. Marquardt with it now. Wagner loses his stick in the corner, and it's along the near boards. McKinley with it now. Gets it over to Schiebel. Woods picks it up and sends it into the Summit City zone. Ryan's there. He will get it to Marquardt. Marquardt to McKinley. Pass not able to go. And that's whistled down for yet another icing. Robertson to the faceoff against Hampton. Won by Robertson. Hampton gets it into the corner. Picked up by number 6, Zemanski, and him and Kucharski will battle for it in the corner. Ryan comes away with it, gets it up to Schiebel, who gets it out of the zone. Woods with it, gets it out of the zone, and the Summit City Panthers need to regroup. Long tips it into the zone. Picked up by Hensley, pass to Woods, does not go. Kucharski with it, trying to get loose, picked up by Robertson, who comes in. Robertson with the pass to slot, he scores! Zemanski with the goal. A beautiful 2-on-1 play by the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and it is 1-0 for Bishop Dwenger off that play. So a nice touch and go play by Robertson to Zemanski gets Dwenger on the board with 10:03 left in the first period. Face-off won by James, and now Nick James comes away with it. Esther will chip it into the Bishop Dwenger zone, and here comes the Saints. Getting it further into the zone is Kohlmeyer. Hayden Scott loses it to Benjamin James. And here comes Louis Knipscher with a shot above the net. I believe McKinnon may have gotten a piece of that. Power in the corner, battling with Nick James for control of the puck. Louis Knipscher comes away with it. He will get it to the point as a pass over to DeGroot. DeGroot will send it around. Nick James in the corner. Gets it to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher back to Nick James. Play along the near boards. Battling for control is the Saints and the Panthers. And down in the corner is Hayden Scott. Scott gets it up to Armstrong Minch, loses it to Nick James, who sends it further into the zone. Play is going to be whistled down as the net has come off its moorings. Face-off inside the Summit City zone, won by McKinley, and McKinnon will cover it. Face-off is going to be won by McKinley, and Kucharski's with it behind the net. Kucharski gets it to Woods. Woods over to McClung. He's with it at the near boards, digs around Hacker, but loses it to Mark Ward, and Hacker's with it now. Hacker gets it to Ridge, but play will be whistled down for yet another icing. So far in this game, we've had two good scoring chances, won by both teams. That breakaway by Esther, but was unfortunately broken up by McClung. And that 2-on-1 opportunity for the Dwenger Saints that resulted in the goal. And Woods will have it at the point. Fans on the shot, and here comes Hacker with it now. Dips around Kucharski. And Hacker will regain control. His centering pass is blocked by Woods. Coming down is Knipscher. Knipscher with the shot, and that's a save. And Griffin Knipscher gets a penalty on that play as he held up his defenseman, and he will go to the box for holding. So an innocent play by Knipscher, trying to get some room off his man, puts his arm around him, and unfortunately that results in a holding call, and it's a Summit City power play. Face-off won by Esther. McKinley's with it now. Sent down the ice. McKinnon will play it. and Ryan takes it behind his net. Ryan gets it up to Marquardt. Marquardt with it now, gets it into the zone, gets around Kohlmeyer, and a pass to the point goes to Ryan. Back to Marquardt. And we will have play whistled down as a man was inside the crease. And in high school hockey, you cannot be inside that blue paint. If you are, that will be whistled down and play will come out of the zone into the neutral ice. Face-off is won by Louis Knipscher, and Hensley is with it now. Pressured by Hacker in the point, and Esther comes in to assist Hacker, trying to move it, and Hensley's doing a great job keeping it against the boards to kill as much time as he can, and Esther's pass to the slot is broken up. And Louis Knipscher's trying to get to it now, but loses the race to Ryan. Knipscher with it now, pressing it to the slot, knocked away by Ryan. Shell with it inside the Dwenger zone. Shot is wide of the net. And that it will be sent down by the Dwenger penalty kill. Hampton with it now, loses it to Ben James, but Shell's there to recover. Howard's trying to move it now. Picked up by Hampton, trying to get around his defense, but cannot do so. But Howard keeps it alive. And now Hayden Scott with it now. A bit of a fast shot, and that will be sent down by DeGroot. And we have a race with the puck between Howard and Nick James. Howard will get there first. Bishop Dwenger is doing a fantastic job on this penalty kill. As Summit City is not able to get inside the zone much, but when they do, they are automatically pressured by Bishop Dwenger. And they are killing a lot of time as the clearing attempt by the Bishop Dwenger defense is unable to go. And we will have a hand pass. Another one of those plays you just cannot do in hockey. You cannot knock it to a teammate with the glove. You can't grab it and throw it to a teammate with the glove. You have to play it with your stick or kick it off your legs. Or if it does go off your gloves, your teammates just cannot touch it. Hampton with it now, gets it further into the zone to be picked up by McClung. Bishop Dwenger coming up the zone now, picked up by Kuharski in the corner. Gets it to Zaremba. Zaremba is down in the near corner. And that's going to be set down. Kohlmeyer's pass to Zaremba is broken up, and Marquardt will set it further into the zone. Kohlmeyer gets around the hit, and Schiebel lays a hit on the Bishop Dwenger defense. And here is McKinley with it in the slot, but loses it, and McClung's there with Schiebel and battling for the puck. McKinley with it now in the corner. Takes it behind that. Pass to Ridge in the slot. Good save by Vlot. Scott trying to get it out of the zone. Zaremba hits his own man. And here comes Kuharski with it now, but loses control. And McKinley gets it out of the Summit City zone. Sending it down. And that will roll on net, so icing waved off. Vlot had to cover it. And it's 4:37 left in the first period. Don't forget to catch all of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association high school division games here on SummitCitySports.com, starting every Wednesday at 6:40. And don't forget to catch the Fort Wayne football, high school football games every Friday night, where we feature all 5 SAC teams. Down into the boards now. Hensley with it. As Esther pressures him, and Woods picks it up. Hensley with it now, gets it up to Zemansky. Zemansky up to Joshua Woods. Austin Ryan tries to get it out, but is kept alive by Hensley, and they are battling for it in the near boards. Hensley with it now at the point. As he's looking for an open man to get to. Gets it to Robertson. Robertson's pass to Zemansky's there, but Zemansky can't get it on net, and Shell gets it out. Icing is waved off, and that will be picked up by Josh Woods. Woods with it in the slot. He comes out of the zone. He will get it to Louis Knipscher, but it's broken up by Austin Ryan. Nick Kuharski will send it further in the zone, picked up by Louis Knipscher. Battling for control is Nick Kuharski, Hauer, and Louis Knipscher. Knipscher comes away with it, and Benjamin James will send it to the near corner. Kuharski gets it to the point. At the near boards now is Armstrong Minch. He will send it down, and that's going to be yet another icing. So play comes back down into the Summit City zone to the right of McKinnon. As McKinley and Knipscher goes to the faceoff, and that will be won by McKinley. McClung keeps it alive, pressured by Ridge, and Knipscher's with it in the corner. Louis Knipscher coming around, and McClung has it now. McClung is pressured by McKinley and Ridge, and McKinley will come away with it. Here goes Hacker out of the zone. He will chip it into the Bishop Dwenger zone. It's to be picked up by Dick Root. Battling for control in the corner, Hacker and Benjamin James. And Hacker comes away with it, but his pass to the point is intercepted by Knipscher, and he is coming down 2-1-2. Knipscher with a shot blocked by Hayden Scott, and play will be whistled down as the net comes off. So play comes out to the neutral zone after the net came off once again. And we have 2:16 left on the clock. Robertson to the faceoff against Esther. And it will be won by Esther. And Ryan comes away with it. Howard gets to Armstrong Minch. Armstrong Minch coming with it inside the zone, but play is whistled down for an offsides. And we will have yet another faceoff inside the neutral zone. Faceoff is going to be won by Hampton. Ryan tries to get it to the zone, but blocked by Zaremba. And now Howard comes away with it. Howard around the boards to Ryan, gives it back to Howard, and Hampton will get it from Howard, but the pass does not go. Hensley will chip it back into the zone. Howard with it now inside the Summit City zone, behind the net, pressured by Zaremba, as Esther comes away with it, and he will get it to Sutphin. Blocked off by Kohlmeyers. Kohlmeyers pressured by Hampton and Sutphin, and the Bishop Dwenger Saints come away with it. Coming in the zone is Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer trying to get around his defenders, unable to do so, but does get a shot on net, which is knocked away by McKinnon. Joshua Kuharski tries to get it to Griffin Knipscher, but the pass is not completed. Hensley with it now. We have 1 minute left in the period. Hensley inside the zone, gets around Scott. Hensley with a shot, knocked away by McKinnon, and Griffin Knipscher battles for it and gets control. Kept alive at the near boards. They are battling for control, as Hacker will come away with it, and he will send it out of the zone. McClung with it now. Gets around Connor Ridge, and McClung coming down the ice with 25 seconds left. McClung inside the zone. Takes it behind the nets. His will carry it to the slot, Shot from McClung, shoots and scores. Hits the backboard. And we have a 2-0 game with 15 seconds left in the first period. So a flick of the wrist from McClung at the high slot. Gets it over McKinnon and hits the back bar. And it's 2-0 Bishop Dwenger. Faceoff will be won by Esther, and Marquardt is with it now. Marquardt sends it into the Dwenger zone to be picked up by Woods. 2 seconds and 1, and that will do it for the second period as Bishop Dwenger leads 2-0. You are watching the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Division here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, still in the first intermission. But after 1, it is 2-0 Bishop Dwenger. Teams are going through, working up a plan to either extend this lead or Summit City, in their case, to cut this lead down to 1 and eventually tie it, hoping to tie it here before the intermission and the ice cut. We get set for the second period. It's going to be Ben James to the faceoff, and his opponent is going to be number 7, and that is Brady Esther. And faceoff is won by Esther, and Shells with it now. Ryan in the corner, but pressured by number 18, and that is Nick James. And Shells with it now. Nick James with it. Shot from James is blocked by Esther, and he's a little stung on the play. DeGroot with it now. DeGroot with it inside the zone. His pass over to Hensley is broken up by McKinley, but Hensley regains control just before it gets to Vlot. And Nick James tries to get it out, but kept alive by Marquardt. Kept alive by Marquardt once again at the point. Marquardt doing a good job to keep it hemmed inside the Bishop Dwenger zone, but they get it out, and Louis Knipscher's with it inside the Summit City zone. Knipscher in the corner now, battling against Ryan. Knipscher keeps control of it, and his pass to the slot is broken up by Marquardt, but Nick James is there. His shot on net is turned away by McKinnon. Marquardt gets to Armstrong Minch, bumped off the puck by Woods. And McKinley tries to get it from Marquardt, but does not go. Woods chips it out of the zone, and McKinley's with it now. Josh Woods gets it off the boards and out of the zone once again. And McKinley will send it back into the zone. Picked up by Kohlmeyer, who gets it out of the zone, but Marquardt will send it right back in. Bishop Dwenger doesn't seem to be able to get it past the blue line, as Summit City's doing a very good job keeping it near their zone. And play is going to be whistled down for an icing. So faceoff comes back inside the Bishop Dwenger zone, and it'll be Joshua Kuharski against Hampton, and Hampton comes away with the faceoff win. Knipscher with it now, and he will try to get it to Hensley, but cannot go. But Hacker is with it, and McClung gets it into the zone. McClung with it at center ice now, and he will get it into the zone. Joshua Kuharski's there, but play is broken up, and we will have a penalty on the Summit City Panthers, as Joshua Kuharski almost broke away, but he is hooked, and it looks like Hayden Scott will go to the box. So a power play for the Bishop Dwenger Saints with 12:32 left in the second period, and they are going hoping to extend their lead here with this power play goal. Joshua Kuharski against Hacker in the faceoff. Hacker wins it, and the puck is shot out of play by Ryan. And we will have a whistle. Zaremba to the faceoff. It is won by Zaremba, and McClung loses it to Esther, who tries to get it out, but kept alive by Hensley, and Zaremba's with it in the corner. Picked up by Griffin Knipscher, pass to Zaremba. Zaremba gets it to Kuharski, and Kuharski will get it over to McClung. McClung to Hensley, who loses control of it, and Ryan picks it up in the corner and tries to get it out, but Kuharski's there and keeps it alive. McClung with it now. McClung with the shot, and a good save by McKinnon with 1:27 left in this penalty kill to the Summit City Panthers. Face off inside the Summit City zone, and that is going to be to the right of McKinnon, as Robertson goes to the face off, and his opponent is going to be McKinley. Won by Robertson, and Kohlmeyer's with it now. Kohlmeyer gets it over to Robertson, who takes it to the corner and gets it to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer back to Robinson. Robertson with a centering feed, but is unable to complete it, and Josh Woods with it now. Puck comes out of the zone, and Woods with it, pressured by Shell. He stops and keeps control of it. Good job keeping the puck away from Shell, as it is going inside the Summit City zone, but Marquardt will send it all the way back down, and Kohlmeyer will pick it up. Inside the zone now. Zemansky with it. He'll try to get it to Woods, but is knocked away by McKinley. And Zemansky's with it now. Zemansky will send it into the zone to be picked up by Ryan. 25 seconds left on the penalty kill, as Ryan has it down in the corner. Pressured by Robertson. Picked up by Nick Kuharski, who is tackled to the ice by Marquardt. And Robertson will get it to Kohlmeyer. Shot from the point, save, and a rebound. Kuharski's there with it. Even now, as Summit City kills off the penalty, and Robertson will keep it alive for Bishop Dwenger, but McKinley sends it down. Sent behind the net by Vlot. Woods loses control to Ridge, but Kohlmeyer is there, and he gets it in the corner. At the point now, Hayden Scott with a shot, saved by Vlot. And down in the corner is Armstrong Minch. At the near boards now, Benjamin James gets it over to Louis Knipscher, but the pass cannot be received, and that is an icing with 9:52 left in the second period. Face-off is going to be inside the Dwenger zone, as it is James against Esther. Won by Esther and is loose in the feet of Esther. And Nick James will get it out to Louis Knipscher, who gets it into the zone. Nick James with it now. Shot blocked by Hayden Scott. And Benjamin James picks it up in the corner. Nick James gets to Ben James, who shoots it wide, and Louis Knipscher's with it now. Shot by Knipscher's way above the net as McClung races to it, and he's able to keep it in. Pressured by Ridge, loses his stick, but picks it right back up. McClung centering feed, shot by Ben James is wide of the net, and Knipscher will get it to number 24, and that's DeGroot. Centering feed by Knipscher is sent wide, and McClung's with it now. McClung sends it into the near corner, and a big hit by Hauer on Knipscher, and Knipscher gets it. Shot wide of the net. Puck squirts loose, and it is behind the net with James, and James will get it to Knipscher. Knipscher's shot is blocked by McKinnon. Summit City desperately trying to get it out of the zone and is able to finally do so. And McClung will send it right back in. Zaremba with it now. A centering feed from the captain, Josh Kuharski, doesn't go, and DeGroot with it now. Hensley with it, pressured by Hacker, and is kept alive at the point by Scott. Scott trying to get past his defenseman. Centering feed to Hacker. Hacker with it now, but bumped off the play by Josh Kuharski. And Zaremba and Shell with it now. Hacker behind the net. Pressured by DeGroot. DeGroot will get it to Zaremba. McKinley with it now. Pass by Hacker is unable to go, and it is picked up by Shell. Shell centering feed, but is blocked by Josh Kuharski, and Nick James will come away with it and send it in to the Summit City zone. Marcourt with it now, gets it over to Ryan, and Ryan will chip it out of the zone to be stopped by Kohlmeyer, who gets it over to Robertson. Robertson battling for control at the near boards as Kohlmeyer comes away with it, and he will get it to Griffin Knipscher, and Kohlmeyer sends it into the zone. Marcourt and Robertson battling in the corner. Marcourt sends it around, and Kohlmeyer tries to get it into the zone, but broken up by Hacker. Kohlmeyer's with it now, and he will chip it off the glass and into the Summit City zone. Marcourt with it now, behind the net, pressured by Zemanski and Knipscher. McKinley comes away with it, picked up by Zemanski. But Summit City comes away with it, and at the point now is Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer loses it to Hacker, who gets it inside the zone. Picked up by Kohlmeyer, and here he comes with Zemanski, 2-1-2. Kohlmeyer tries to get around Marcourt, loses his balance, and the puck is under him. Kept alive at the point. Woods with the shot into the glove of McKinnon, and that will be whistled down. .5:49 left in the second period. Face off inside the Summit City zone. It looks like Wagner is going to be in there for the Saints, and Hampton to the as Scott's to the faceoff for Summit City, and he wins it behind the net. McClung with it now, gets it to Woods, but intercepted by Summit City. Esther with it now, he's breaking away, and Esther bumped off the play by Woods, and puck is loose at the crease. Vaught covers it. We will have a whistle inside the Summit City zone. Or excuse me, the Bishop Dwenger zone. So face-off to the left of Vaught as it is Benjamin James to the face-off dot for the Saints. And Esther, or excuse me, McKinley for the Panthers. Shot from the point is knocked away by Vaught. Down in the corner is McClung, pressured by Armstrong Minch. McClung still has control, but it's in the feet, and Shell comes away with it. Shell's pass to the point is broken up by Louis Knipscher, and Louis Knipscher's coming down the zone. Pressured by Scott. Knipscher sends it around the boards, but is unable to complete the pass to the point. And McClung is with it now, and he will get it to DeGroot. Wagner with it now, gets it up to McClung. And Louis Knipscher's coming down the zone. He's got Ben James with him. Centering feed to James. James at the backhand, knocked away by McKinnon. And Armstrong Minch has it behind the net. His attempt to get it out of zone is blocked by Hensley. Shot on the net, knocked away by McKinnon. Armstrong Minch with it now. Tries to get it out of the zone, is able to do so, but that comes all the way down, and we will have another icing. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, that's 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events. McKinnon will cover, and we will have yet another faceoff inside the Summit City zone with 4:20 left in the second period. Faceoff won by Nick James, and Zaremba is with it in the corner. Zaremba gets it to DeGroot. DeGroot's shot wide of the net, and Howard's with it now. Sheeble gets it out of the zone, and icing is waved off. DeGroot with it now, gets it over to Hensley, who loses control. And Scott's there with the centering feed, but nobody there as it's battled for at the near boards. Hensley with it now, but loses it at the near boards. Kept alive by Marquardt. Shot on net, saved by Vaught. DeGroot with it now. He will get it up to Zaremba, who gets it to Nick James. And Shelby Woods with it now. Pressured by Hauer, and Zaremba's with it behind the net. Zaremba gets it to Kohlmeyer at the point. Kohlmeyer looking over his options. He goes back to the corner to Shelby Woods. Kohlmeyer with it now. Shot. He scores! Kohlmeyer with the shot and a bit of a screen on McKinnon, and we have a 3-0 lead for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So Kohlmeyer cutting to the slot, gets it over the glove of McKinnon, who was screened on the play, and it is 3-0 Bishop Dwenger with 3:06 left in the second period. Faceoff is won by McKinley, and Woods comes away with it now for Bishop Dwenger. He gets it into the zone. Woods loses control and sends it further into the zone. Picked up by Josh Kuharski, and Robertson's with it, but loses it, and Hacker will get it out of the zone. Woods with it. He will send it around to Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer gets it back over to Woods. Woods gets it up to Robertson. Robertson tries to get it to Aiden Parrott, but is unable to be completed. Kohlmeyer gets around his defenseman and tries to tip it into the zone, able to do so. Robertson with it now. Robertson pass to Woods with a shot, but play is whistled down for an offsides. Woods cannot keep it in. So 2:14 left in the second period. It is now 3-0 for Bishop Dwenger. Faceoff is won by Esther. Armstrong Minch gets it to Ryan, who gets it up to Esther. Esther with it. Pressure by Hensley. Shot off the mask of Vlot. And Robertson's with it now. Kuharski back to Robertson. Robertson will send it into the Summit City zone with 1:52 left in the period. At the point now, Hensley with a shot off the pad of McKinnon. And in the corner is number 7, Nick Kuharski. Kuharski with it now. Over to Parrott. And Nick Kuharski's with it again. Hensley with a shot from the slot is blocked by Esther. And Kuharski's with it. Gets it over to Josh Kuharski. And the pass from Ryan to Esther is on net, but Vlot will cover it. So face-off inside the Bishop Dwenger zone, and that will be to the right of Vlot. Zemanski to the face-off, and a bit of a tumble taken by Long. And he will just shake it off. And face-off is won by Zemanski. DeGroot gets it around to Kuharski, and Kohlmeyer's with it now. Kohlmeyer gets it up to Zemanski, who is hit hard on the play. And play will be whistled down for another offsides. .102 left in the second period. It's 3-0 Bishop Dwenger. And the faceoff ends outside of the Summit City zone. It's won by Zemanski. DeGroot will get it into the Panther zone. Marcourt takes it behind his own net. Howard coming away with it inside the Dwenger zone. Shot off the mask of Vlot yet again. And Griffin Knipscher takes it for Bishop Dwenger. 40 seconds left in the period. Nick Kuharski tries to shoot it on net, but that is covered by McKinnon. So face off to the left of McKinnon with 37 seconds left in the period. To the faceoff is Benjamin James, and he will win it to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher with it in the corner. Drive by chance is whistled down as the net came off. So 31 seconds left now, and it is to the left of McKinnon. Louis Knipscher with a shot off the faceoff. Is blocked by Summit City's Hayden Scott, and Ryan's with it in the corner. Shell with it now, looking for a man to pass. Intercepted by Louis Knipscher, and that is a save by McKinnon. With 10 seconds left, Hacker now in the corner. Ryan pressured by Wagner, and Wagner comes away with it. 2 seconds left. Centering feed, and that is sent wide, and that will do it for the second period as Bishop Dwenger leads the Summit City Panthers 3-0. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We have you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkviewsportsnetwork.com. You are watching the Fort Wayne Area Amateur Hockey Association here on SummitCitySports.com.
Pilates therapy is using the Pilates technique in a therapeutic way. Pilates itself is just using, we would use equipment, Pilates equipment, to work on precise movement patterns in the Pilates method in that rehabilitation process. The benefit of doing Pilates with the therapy, the biggest benefit is to work on smaller muscle groups and precise movement patterns that you're going to get with using the Pilates method. In this method, if you just come in with low back pain, or you have some shoulder pain, or you have some other pains that aren't surgically repaired, the Pilates method is very effective in utilizing those smaller muscle groups that are attached from the core into the shoulders or to the hips to strengthen from the inside out. It very much works posture. In this day and age, posture is a huge thing with people, sitting at desks, keeping the head forward.
Anybody can benefit from Pilates. Definitely athletes, performers, dancers, gymnasts, but you also people chronic pain, back pain, shoulder pain, teenagers, even women going through pregnancy or postpartum can also benefit from Pilates.
Pilates is for everyone, and including men, especially men. Men get tight as they age, decrease in flexibility in the hamstrings, in their spine. Now you have many professional athletes doing Pilates, LeBron James, Jake Arrieta, Antonio Brown, and they're finding the benefits of getting the elongation of the muscles and the strengthening and the balance and the control that helps them during their sport. And we are the only clinic in Fort Wayne that services both physical therapy and Pilates at the same time, that you can get a Pilates-based rehabilitation.
Welcome back to the Parkview Sports One Ice House, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second intermission here at the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the Summit City Panthers, as Bishop Dwenger leads by a score of 3-0. Taking a look back as to how we got to this point, this play starts off inside the Bishop Dwenger zone, and a beautiful chip by the offensive forward, and Robertson's coming down the far wing. He will get it to the slot, and that will be a goal by Zimanski, and it is 1-0 Bishop Dwenger at that point. Taking a look back at the second goal scored by Bishop Dwenger. This came in late in the first period, as the Bishop Dwenger player comes around behind the net. McClung takes it to the slot. He will rip it, and that enters the net back bar. And it was 2-0 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And then taking a look at the third goal by Bishop Dwenger in the second period, as it was kept alive at the point and sent down in the corner. Shelby Woods will get it to Zaremba. Zaremba centering feed to the point. Kohlmeyer takes it. He gets around his defenseman, and McKinnon screened by two of his own defensemen. Kohlmeyer finds an open lane, gets it over the glove of McKinnon, and it is now 3-0 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And taking one final look here at the standings, just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, the Leo Lions hold first place with 4 points, 2 wins, 0 losses, and it's a four-way tie for second place between the Bishop Dwenger Saints, the Fort Wayne Bruins, the Carroll Chargers, and the Homestead Spartans. all teams with 2 points, and rounding up last place is the Summit City Panthers with 0 wins and 2 losses. For those of you who do not know, in hockey, every win is worth 2 points, and every overtime loss is worth 1 point. Losses are worth 0 points. To determine playoff brackets, we here at hockey, we go by most points, or if there's a tie between points, it goes to goals for, and that is the tiebreaker. Taking a look back at last week, once again, Leo defeated the Summit City Panthers by a score of 2-0. Bishop Dwenger came off a 4-3 loss to the Homestead Spartans, and the Carroll Chargers defeated the Fort Wayne Bruins by a score of 5-2. Taking a look at next week, Wednesday, October 11th, we have the Homestead Spartans versus the Fort Wayne Bruins at 6:40. The Carroll Chargers take on the Summit City Panthers at 7:30. And the Bishop Dwenger Saints take on the Leo Lions at 8:40. You can catch the Homestead Spartans and the Fort Wayne Bruins and the Bishop Dwenger Saints and the Leo Lions right here on SummitCitySports.com. And that will lead us into our next break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with third period action here on SummitCitySports.com.
While the expansion of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is enhancing the experience for athletes around the area, Parkview Sports Medicine is doing the same inside of the expansion, introducing the brand new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, providing immediate access to the entire PSM team for athletes all around the region.
We have this team that we can take care of them from the moment they come in, present with their injury, take them all the way through to the point where they're ready to be back to the performance level that they came in pre-injury. We can provide just about anything that any of your walk-in clinics provide, but we definitely focus on musculoskeletal issues.
The Ortho Express Clinic meets athletes where they're at and when they're playing. The entire PSM team will be at an athlete's fingertips. Additionally, the clinic houses the region's only DEXA body composition assessment and a sports dietitian who can work with athletes on their dietary needs.
Some athletes, it might be a difference in their starting position. You know, they might see a number and say, wow, you know, I had no idea that was my body composition. How can I change this? And sometimes just seeing numbers is more motivating than just talking about, you know, maybe their calorie amount that they're taking in.
The advantage to having an Ortho Express clinic is the diversity of the hours. So people who have non-traditional work schedules should be able to get in. I think having athlete access on the athletic trainer side in the trenches, so to speak, and having them be able to get a hold of us or maybe send us a note and saying, hey, this patient's coming in, this is what I'm worried about, and it gives us a heads up.
Whether it's the use of treatment tables, the radiology room, cold whirlpool tank, or the traditional exam room, the Ortho Express Clinic gives patients a seamless experience all under one roof.
This is the type of facility you see in professional and high-level Division I athletics where you have everything right in one place. So if an athlete gets hurt playing basketball or volleyball on the other side, within the same facility they can get their physical therapy or an x-ray if needed just to rule out a fracture. That's stuff you hear about in the NFL, stuff you hear about at high-level colleges where kids just went downstairs and got an x-ray at halftime. We can actually do that in-house now. So it makes us kind of a state-of-the-art, unique facility.
Welcome back to the second intermission, ladies and gentlemen, here on SummitCitySports.com. We are waiting for the teams to take to the ice to start up the third period as the Summit City Panthers are looking to cut into this lead, and they have to get some strong pressure on Vlad and get him moving. He is a tall goalie who can cover a lot of the net. And one of the best ways to counter a tall goalie who can cover a lot of the net at one time is to get him moving left, right, up, down, every direction that you can possibly think of for a goaltender to go. You have got to get him moving and hope for a rebound or a nice tic-tac-toe play. For McKinnon, he's looking to just shrug off what happened the first 2 periods and focus on the fact that now this third period, even though it's 3-0 in the game, the period is at 0-0. And that's one of the key things about goaltending, is every period is the start of a new game. Goaltenders need to have that mentality and not focus on the fact that it's 3-0, 5-0, 5-1, 7-0. Every start of every period is a brand new game, and that's how teams need to look at it, is every period is the start of a new game. It is 0-0, and if you're down, you need to win that period. And if you win that period, you got a strong chance of coming back into a game. And the teams are taking to the eyes. McKinnon will stay in for the Summit City Panthers, and Vlad will stay in the net for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So, keys for this period. Summit City win this period, dominate the play. For Bishop Dwenger, hold them off. You got a 3-0 lead. No need to go much further. 3-0, good win. If you add a few goals, that's okay. But the key is to shut down Summit City for Bishop Dwenger and to keep the score where it's at or prevent them from getting it back any closer than 3-1 or 3-2. Hardly any penalties. This has really been a back and forth game. Really, 2 penalties, 1 for each team. The holding for Bishop Dwenger and the hook on Hayden Scott for Summit City, and that's really been the only penalties in this period, or in this whole game at that rate. Both teams really going fast-paced back and forth, and that resulting in here at the third period. Teams getting ready with their pregame rituals, and both coaches are working up a plan. Coach Kaylee Schrock, like I said, is looking to get his team inspired and cut into this Bishop Dwenger lead, while the Bishop Dwenger coach, Steve Yackley, looks to motivate his team and tell them, we got the lead, let's stay focused on our game, no stupid penalties, and let's keep them off the board. So to the faceoff is Esther against Benjamin James. As we start the third period, Esther wins it, and he will get it to Austin Ryan. Ryan's pass up to Shell is intercepted by Louis Knipscher. Marquardt's with it, and he will send it around. Kohlmeier's shot is put into the Summit City zone, but Marquardt's with it, but he loses it. As here it comes Kohlmeier. His shot is saved by McKinnon, and it's loose behind the net. And Marquardt's with it now. Marquardt chips it up to Esther. Esther down in the corner. Pressured by James. And Esther tries to get it to Armstrong Minch, unable to do so. Pass to number 20, Lou Knipscher. Knipscher breaks away. Good save by McKinnon. And the puck is in the slot, loses it. Louis Knipscher is trying to gain control and get a shot on net. He will do so, but he sends it wide. Battle for it at the near boards. As a pass to the slot is broken up by Armstrong Minch. McKinnon dives out and covers the puck. So, face-off inside the Summit City zone, and it will be won by McKinley, and Connor Ridge is with it now. He will get it up to Hacker, and Hacker will get it inside the Bishop Dwenger zone. Pressured by Griffin Knipscher. And Bishop Dwenger gets it out of the zone. Josh Kuharski with it now, trying to center it. Knocked away by McKinnon. Zarimba's in the near corner. He will chip it further into the zone, but is pressured by the Summit City defense. Hayden Scott is with it now. He gets it to Connor Ridge, but it's knocked away by McClung. Knipscher gets it into the zone. Hacker tries to get it to Ridge, but the pass does not go. Icing waved off, and Robertson picks it up inside the Bishop Dwenger zone. Robertson gets it over to Woods. Woods trips it off the board, but is kept alive at the corner. And we will have a face-off at center ice. So face-off at center ice, 12:45 left in the third period. Hampton to the face-off, he will win it, and Schiebel gets it into the zone. Hensley gets it up to Zemanski. Zemanski carries it into the zone, and down in the corner, Zemanski takes it behind the net, pressured by Ryan. And Wagner comes away with it. Ryan has it now, gets it up to Hampton, and Hampton loses control, and DeGroot will get it into the zone. Shot on net is wide, and Wagner's with it now. Gets it into the corner, picked up by Ryan, battling with it Zemanski. And Wagner's centering feed is blocked by Marquardt, and he will send it down, and that is going to be an icing on Summit City. Face-off inside the Summit City zone is won by Nick James. Face-off off the crossbar. Shot by Louis Knipscher. It hits the crossbar, and it's still 3-0 as the play is whistled down for an offsides. Face-off is won by Esther. Ryan with it now. He will get it up to Shell. The pass is not completed. Nick James with it now. Shell steals it from Kohlmeyer. Esther's with it now. Gets around his defenseman. Fans on the shot. And Vaught will just put it behind the net. And a shot from Summit City hits the side of the net. And Bishop Dwenger gets it out of the zone. And that is whistled down for an icing. So a good chance by Esther. Fanning on the shot, though. And it's still 3-0 Bishop Dwenger with 11:18 left in the third period. McKinley to the face-off for Summit City. He will be against Josh Kuharski, and McKinley comes away with it. Hayden Scott's shot is sent wide of the net. Joshua Kuharski gets it out of the zone to be picked up by Hayden Scott. Scott is pressured by Kuharski and is picked up by Howard behind the net. A centering chance by Nick Kuharski is sent away, and Connor Ridge is with it now. He will send it out to center ice. Zaremba with it now. Gets around Howard, but is bumped off the play. Scott with it now, gets it up to Ridge, but kept alive at the point by DeGroot. Shot is blocked by Howard, and Nick Kuharski's with it in the corner. Play is down in the corner as Connor Ridge comes away with it. McKinley with it now, trying desperately to get it out of the zone. And DeGroot is battling for control of the puck. McKinley comes away with it. He chips it behind the net to be picked up by the Summit City defense. Hacker with it now at the near boards. Was pressured by Zaremba. Shot from Hensley is wide of the net, and Connor Ridge trying to get it out. And McKinley is able to do so. Nick Kuharski with it now, bumped off the puck by Hacker. Hensley with it now, trying to center it, and he does so. Shot from Robertson is wide of the net, and Kuharski's with it now. Big hit by Hampton on Kuharski. Kuharski's injured behind the play, and play will be whistled down. So a big hit along the boards catches Kuharski by surprise, and he is down. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. That's 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of your game highlights and live streaming events. And don't forget to catch Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Division here on SummitCitySports.com every Wednesday starting at 6:40. And be sure to catch Friday Night Football as we feature all 5 SAC games also here on SummitCitySports.com. Esther to the face-off for Summit City, and he wins it. Marquardt with it now. He gets it inside the Dwenger zone. Marquardt shot on net. Big rebound there, and that is a huge save by Vlad. A shot from Marquardt near the sideboards. Hit off the pad of Vlad. And a big rebound chance from Shell is gloved down by Vlad. And it's still 3-0 Bishop Dwenger. Face-off won by Esther into the slot now. Marquardt with it at the point. He will chip it further into the zone. Picked up by Woods. Loses control. Esther sends it to Marquardt, and Marquardt will send it back to Esther. Shell with it behind the point. Big hit by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And McClung is with it. Woods with it now into the zone. Pressured at the near boards. Robertson with the chance, and we will have a penalty. And that penalty is going to come to the Summit City Panthers. Ryan going to the box for hooking. So yet another power play for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. This is actually only the third power play of the game. 2 for Summit City. 2 penalties for Summit City. And 1 penalty for Bishop Dwenger. As Bishop Dwenger looks to extend their lead to 4 with a goal here. Faceoff is won by Josh Kuharski. Kohlmeyer gets it behind the net to be picked up by Zaremba. Kuharski's at the point with a shot, and that is into the stomach of McKinnon, who hangs on. Faceoff inside the Summit City zone, and that will be won by Kuharski. Kohlmeyer with it at the point. Hayden Scott takes it behind the net, loses it to Zaremba. Zaremba trying to center it, but is unable to do so. He has it behind the net. Zaremba gets it to Kohlmeyer with a shot, saved by McKinnon, and kept alive at the point by Kuharski. Hensley with it now. Hensley with a shot, tipped in front by Zaremba, but a good save by McKinnon. Along the near boards now, Zaremba with it, poked away by Hampton, and McKinley sends it out of the zone. Minute 10 left in this penalty kill to Summit City, and Hensley's with it inside his own zone, looking to regroup. Hensley gets around his defender and gets it further into the zone. Play along the near boards. Kept alive at the point by Josh Kuharski. Louis Knipscher with it now, bumped off by Hauer. Centering feed to Hensley, shot, and that is also into the stomach of McKinnon. And he will hang on with 44 seconds left in this power play. 7:21 left in the third period. It is still 3-0 Bishop Dwenger. And face-off inside the Summit City zone. Zemansky to the dot against Esther. And it will be won by Esther. Trying to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. McClung shoots it into the zone to be picked up by Griffin Knipscher. Hayden Scott with it now, gets it around the boards, but picked up by Louis Knipscher. Centering feed is unable to be completed. Zemansky's with it now. At the point now, McClung gets it further in the zone. Zemansky's with it. Zemansky's pass to the point is blocked. McClung with it now in the slot. He will get it over to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher trying to center it to Griffin Knipscher is unable to do so. Shot by McClung is blocked by Esther, but McClung keeps it alive. McCourt with it now. He will send it down, and that is going to be whistled down for an icing with 6:32 left in this game. So face off all the way back down inside the Summit City zone, and that is going to be to the left of McKinnon. To the dot, Nick James. He will be against Brady Esther. Faceoff is won by James, as Benjamin James is with it now. He will get it to Nick Kuharski. Kuharski is at the corner. Benjamin James now gets it to Nick James. Nick James tries to get it to Benjamin James, but the pass is intercepted by Hacker, and he will get it up to Esther. Esther over to Shell, and Shell is with it in the corner. Shot on net is wide, and Esther has it behind the net. Centering feed to Shell is broken up, and Nick Kuharski's with it inside the corner. He tries to get it over to Benjamin James, but kept alive by Marquardt. He hits the post, as Nick Kuharski's with it now. So it seems like Nick Kuharski's okay after taking that big hit, as he's back out on the ice. Woods is with it now in the corner. He will get it up to Benjamin James, but the pass is wide, and Ryan gets it out. Big hit there by Esther on Nick James, and Hacker's with it now. Hacker gets it up to Ryan, but the pass is broken up. Here comes Nick James. Leaves it for Ben James. Ben James with the shot tipped wide of the net by Nick Kuharski, and Summit City's with it now. They get it out of the zone, and Hensley sends it back in. Hensley's with it, and he shoots it wide of the net. He picked up by Long and out of the zone, but kept alive by McClung. Good play there to keep it alive. But Long's with it now. McClung tries to get around Ryan, unable to do so, but Zaremba's there to keep it alive. Zaremba gets it to Robertson. Robertson looking for an open man. Robertson gets it to the point, and McClung gets it further in. Ryan's pressured by Zaremba. Then Zaremba trying to get it on a drive-by, but a good pad save by McKinnon, and McClung keeps it alive. Ryan pressured by Robertson. Zaremba with it now, as he's behind the net. Centering feed to Wagner's unable to be completed, and Marquardt sends it down, and that is an icing with 4:02 left in this third period. So face off all the way back down inside the Summit City zone to the right of McKinnon. McKinley to the faceoff against Zaremba. McKinley comes away with it, and Hacker's with it now. Hacker coming down the wing. He chips it further into the zone, and Woods is there at the corner. Woods sends it around to the Groot. DeGroot tries to center it back to Woods, but is blocked by McKinley, and Zaremba's with it now. Zaremba centering feed to Wagner is unable to be completed. Howard is bracing Wagner to the puck, and Hayden Scott comes away with it for Summit City as he gets it to Hacker. Hacker's pass is intercepted by Knipscher. Knipscher with a shot. Good save by McKinnon. And his play along the boards is pressured, and McKinley gets it out of the zone. Josh Kowarski tries to keep it alive at the point, cannot do so. Woods takes it into the zone, and that is offsides. So 3:14 left in this third period. Play inside the neutral zone. And the faceoff is won by Josh Kuharski. Play by McClung is sent into the netting. And we will have a faceoff just outside of the Bishop Dwenger zone. Faceoff is won by Esther, and Ryan's with it. He will get it over to Marquardt. Marquardt gets it inside the Bishop Dwenger zone, knocked away by Kohlmeyer, and Parrott gets it to Kuharski, who gets it over to Louis Knipscher. Knipscher's centering feed to Kuharski is broken up, and the puck is shot out of play into the netting by Ryan. It looks like we will have a faceoff inside the Summit City zone with 2:45 left in this period. Faceoff won by Kuharski. Woods with it at the point. Shot is saved by McKinnon. He will hang on. And we will have a timeout called by Summit City as they are looking to regroup and try to find some way to solve Vaught with 2:40 left in this third period. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parkview Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at ParkviewSportsNetwork.com. Both teams are drawing up their set plans, one to extend this lead, the other to cut into it. With 2:40 left in this third period. The faceoff will be inside the Summit City zone. And it is to the left of McKinnon. Faceoff is won by Shell. He gets it to Ryan, and Ryan chips it off the boards, but kept alive by Hensley. Battling for it at the near boards. Marquardt comes away with it behind his net. He gets it up to Scott, but he loses control. Puck sent down, and icing is waved off as Ryan takes it behind his net. Ryan, with some speed, is tripped up. No call on the play. And Benjamin James is with it now. Esther intercepts, and he will get it from Shell. Esther's with it now, loses his balance. And play is whistled down for an offsides. .152 left in the third period. It is still 3-0 for the Bishop Dwenger Saints, as faceoff is just outside of the Bishop Dwenger zone, and the faceoff is won by Nick James. McClung with it now, gets it off the glass to Zaremba. Zaremba inside the Summit City zone. Zaremba centering feed to Nick James is unable to be completed. DeGroot gets it further into the zone. At the near boards now, got it out of the play. Shell's with it now. Shell, shot on net is knocked away by Vlot. Esser's with it behind his net. He loses it to McClung, who chips it off the glass and out of play. And faceoff will be inside the Bishop Dwenger zone. McKinley to the faceoff for Summit City. And Nick James gets the win. McClung tries to get it around the boards, intercepted by Schiebel. Schiebel's shot is blocked by Nick James, and he gets it out of the zone. Racing to the puck now is Nick Kuharski. Kuharski centering feed to Zaremba is sent wide. 1 minute left in the third period. Big hit by McClung on McKinley. And another hit on McKinley by Nick Kuharski. As Hacker's with it now, trying to get it out of the zone. Hacker gets it out, and DeGroot's with it now. DeGroot gets it to Nick James. And Nick James gets it back at neutral zone. 28 seconds left. All is academic now. As DeGroot's with it now. Ryan's shot, glove down by Flott. 16 seconds left in the game. Face-off inside the Bishop Dwenger zone to the left of Vlot. Won by Hampton. Summit City desperately trying to get it free, but Hensley comes away with it. Hensley at neutral zone. He just sends it into the zone. 5 seconds left. 2-1, and it will be a shutout for Vlot. And Bishop Dwenger wins the game by a score of 3-0. Bishop Dwenger wins 3-0 over the Summit City Panthers, thanks to goals from Zemanski, McClung, and Kohlmeyer. And that does it for this game. Thank you for tuning in to the Summit City and Bishop Dwenger Saints right here on SummitCitySports.com. And be sure to join us here at 8:40 for a matchup between the Carroll Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. You have been watching the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association here on SummitCitySports.com.